Hi friends. I told you I would record again that same day and here I am. I did paint my nails though because it's Sunday and I didn't do anything today. Which is why I can do a little pick a card. And so it's gonna be a little different because it's kind of late. Like I literally just like said, I did some cleaning though, okay, but it's a little later. My other video is still exporting, like it's taking forever. I didn't even pay attention to how long it was. I'm pretty sure it's like really long. Okay, so, but like I can't check because it's like exporting at the moment. Anyway, so we have 1, 2, and 3, and we're just gonna flip over this one card, see what is waiting for you, and then we're just gonna pick one of each deck, and we'll do the other fun stuff as well, like the pendulum and charms and stuff. So go ahead and make your decision. Okay, and we'll get started with group 1. Okay, group 1, hi. I like that stone. We'll do that because it's pretty. Okay. Let's do tarot first. Ascending. Oh, okay. What you been doing? So yeah, like for your, okay, so this is like supposed to be about your future spouse, you know? So I think this is like personal ascending for you. And that's like obviously like the way that like it's going to happen, like personal growth. That's what I'm getting. Like you had to do this personal growth to get there. I feel like that's kind of like a theme lately. All right, we have Ace of Pentacles. Oh, let's do it. We're doing tarot first. Let's get the other tarot out. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. And they're both beginning with A as well, so that could be significant. Ace of Pentacles ascending. And here, that's coming out to me. Preparing for union. It's like, yeah, you had to like do some work, but like, you know what you're working for, you know? Okay, the Devil. That's like my like obsession, like, and it doesn't, oh, it's not bad, you know, it's just this is like what you're really thinking about lately. Like you've been doing a lot of work because that's, you know, your main card is ascending. Like you've been like obsessively doing this, or your person, but I feel like maybe both. But this is your future spouse, right? So it could be like, okay, this is how you're meeting them, or this is what your future spouse is going through, okay? So keep that in mind. You know, I don't know which way it goes. But either way, obviously, when you're like in ascension and you're like trying to get some stuff done, you don't have time to like have a love life, you know? Especially when you're clearly like obsessed with it, this, you know, this thing that you want, this goal. Yeah, it's kind of like you didn't really see it maybe, you know, or, you know, you haven't seen them in a long time maybe, that's what it is. Like you kind of really, I don't know, kind of like forgot about them. But like they were in the woodworks the whole time, kind of like in the back of your mind. I feel like you like, I think you know who this person is, your future spouse. And if you don't yet, once you do find out who it is, you'll be like, oh, well, that's weird. Like, I didn't recognize you as my future spouse, but I, like, knew about you or whatever. Okay, we're going to get 3 of these, who it wears. There's a 3 to 5 year age difference between you. Your first kiss will be within 1 year from now, and they will be the one to ask you out. So yeah, maybe this is your person because, you know, someone who wants to like get things moving and they're like obsessed with getting this goal and stuff. They have like high drive, high motivation, you know? 3 to 5 year age difference between you. Interesting. I feel like you guys might be actually going through the same thing. And if that resonates, like, then that makes sense because like these two people are really similar. You guys are like both doing this obsessive fixing up your life, fixing up your house, fixing up things, being like a, whatever it is, this goal that is in the end, you know, and it's something that you've been working on for a long time. Maybe you've been at a job for a really long time and now you're just like, you know what, I've put in all this work and stuff and like now it's time for me to leave and go for my Ace of Pentacles, go for that thing that, you know, just seemed crazy before and I just didn't even cross my mind, or I didn't even consider actually going for it. It was just so out of my league, out of my realm at the time. And maybe you've decided, you know, I'm going to leave my job. I'm going to go. And if not, then it's your person. And this is why this had to happen. And this is how you guys are going to meet. I'm not really, they didn't give us any clues on like really what they look like, besides the only thing I'm seeing is like orange. Okay. So maybe they have like, they wear a lot of orange, or they drive an orange car, or you know, they even could have like orange hair, and or like, you know, I'm thinking of like orange, but even just like naturally, or like ginger and strawberry kind of colored hair. With these two cards, like these are weird specific things, but like they could, wherever their like houses or where they live, it's like shady and like natural. It's just like natural. It's not like manicured all crazy. It's not like really, really suburbia where, you know, there's, you know, strict rules or something. It's more like very shady, very nice. Maybe like really a lot of canopy, like tree canopy. And that makes sense too, because like I'm noticing these bat wings as well. Like at night, you know, they'll have like bats flying from tree to tree. Yeah, it's like really shady. But it's like nice, you know? All right, we're going to get some charms and see what else it wants to tell us. Seems like you know this person, though. Okay, I think we're in. All right, so we have an E. Oh my God, another E. Okay, so we got double E there. We have a 3 that technically is like another E, right? We have a 5 and a T and an N, which that is a state. That's Tennessee. Oh, we have another 3. What? Okay, so we have 3, 3, 5, E, E. Could be like, you know, a part of an address, something like that. That's interesting. Okay, we got a lot of like weird stuff here, because this isn't like a lot, to be honest, but all right, so there's some sort of like attachment. I always have to squeeze or shake everything that I pick up, you know? I'm always like, squeeze, squeeze, shake, shake. But yeah, so there's something, or this tells me that like when they either have an attachment or they're like letting go, but we don't have a lot to like confirm which way it kind of goes, right? All we really have is this little girl, this little innocent girl, but that's like my friendship, like best friend kind of charm. She won't stay straight, but like yellow is like sunshine, happy, you know, best friend feeling. And this is my little like secret note message, you know, message in a bottle type thing, where you made a wish a long time ago, or, you know, had this feeling a long time ago, or you met this person a long time ago, because it's something about like a long time ago, because when you get a message in a bottle, it was actually sent a long time ago. or it's like a secret thing that someone wants to say to you and they just haven't released it yet. But this tells me that also fashion too, or just like cleaning up and stuff, like hanging stuff to dry, you know, just like airing stuff out, cleaning up. But I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like, it's kind of like this like feeling. It's like a magnetic kind of feeling. It's like one of you wants to say something because you're like, you know, a clothespin always closes back together. Like there's like, you know, a force to it. It wants to be together. And so I'm kind of getting like that, which I never really get that from that, but it does make sense, right? That there's like some sort of like force coming together because it's like a natural type of feeling, like with this, your best friend when you were a kid. It's like that. Like it's cartoony, it's fun, you know, like just getting up in the morning and watching cartoons and eating cereal and just, you know, that feeling where you just feel kind of free. You know, you go outside and play in the sandbox. And it's kind of like that. It's like a good feeling. So those three together kind of makes me feel like, especially since you randomly like ended up in the middle there, it's kind of like that's the thing that's like bringing you together. It's like this really homey feeling, like it feels like home. You're like being drawn to it. You know, it's like the call of the homeland. It's like after a while you just need to go back. And this is that same kind of feeling. You're just like drawn in. And so maybe this is your person being drawn to you. So however this resonates for you, I hope that makes sense. We're going to pull a couple words. Okay. Let's get them all out here. All right. We have bridge, your, we, mother, that's upside down. They're stuck together, man. Okay, sky, fun, freedom, sense, ooh. Has, whoops. That's like a Y. I should like take out those weird little things, but you never know. Has baby. Ah. And that's it. Wait, you know what? I think I dropped one. I did. What is this? Oh my gosh. B. Okay, I don't know if that helps. Bridge, your, we. Oh, we have the word mother and we have baby. Sky, fun, freedom, since has, why, baby, there, on to, be. So, you know, sometimes they might be a little mixed up. Maybe, you know, you guys are mothers, or you are dealing with a mother, you're in love with someone who's a mother, you know. And maybe, yeah, like maybe like freedom since has baby. Like maybe, yeah, maybe your kid is like getting older. Maybe that was the thing that was holding you back and why like your love life wasn't going anywhere. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's do well, let's move this. It's very close, right? Let's do the pendulum really quick, and we're going to ask it when. And we'll ask it a couple other questions too while we're at it. Okay. When are things going to like take off between the two of you? So whatever that means for you guys, right? Whether it means meet them, whether it's turn it up a notch. You know what else I'll pull? I'll pull a romance one too really fast. Okay, when is it gonna get better? Like, when is there gonna be a change for the good between like the viewer and their future spouse? That is what we're asking. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Some of you, it was for this week because it was kind of trying to decide on that. And then the majority of you guys in 1 year. Okay. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Strange that I randomly wanted to like pull that card. But it doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to have kids or your future spouse already has kids. But there could be just some sort of like children are somehow affecting it. Okay. Okay. Let's see what color eyes they have. We're gonna see. Hopefully it helps the majority of you guys. So this is not obviously for everybody, but it's for the majority. What color eyes should they look for? All right. Okay, I think it's staying at hazel, which is actually kind of rare eyes. But a lot of times people mistake green for hazel, so depends. Okay, so hazel eyes, they might possibly have like reddish hair. And again, look at this. Very orange and reddish tones, right? Brown, strawberry tones in their hair. Okay. All right, and last question. One little last clue from the universe about the viewers. Group 1's future spouse. Something that will like help them narrow it down. Okay, almost. All right, I think it's staying. They just started a new job. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Remember how like someone just ended their, really long job they had and decided to take a new start? So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I hope that helped you. As always, if not, you can always go back and choose a different one or watch a different video. If it did, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. It always helps me a whole bunch. Free for you, but helps me a bunch. And I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 2. Okay. Hi, group 2. All right, let's see what your first card was. Okay. All right. We got love. I mean, that's what we're looking for. But this one says self-love as well. Oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Okay. Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't know how that's like that good of a clue, but we'll find out. Like, maybe you guys already have, that's probably what it is. I don't know why else it would be coming up. So you guys already, I think, love each other. Or if not, I don't, like, maybe you haven't really necessarily met, but like, all right. Are you already married? Okay, what? Okay, future spouse, please. Future, not already spouse. What's happening? okay, so maybe this is your future spouse. Maybe, okay, maybe that makes sense. Maybe they already went through the whole marriage thing, or, you know, this could be you too. But, but I don't know, I think they're still married, but they're super unhappy. Like in between this, right? There's like the marriage card. To me, that's the marriage card. That's how I'm reading it, at least for this reading. And in between is love. It's like so it's not reaching them. Like the love from the marriage isn't reaching them. Like somehow it's over. Maybe they're in the middle of a divorce and they do feel very tied up, like even more tied up than normal, because now it's just like a lot of paperwork, it's a lot of all this other anxiety. Huh. Not the best start, you guys. Sorry, but I mean, I think that's what's happening. So this is for, and maybe you already do know them and you know that this is happening. Huh. It's like going from small, medium, large, you know, that's always what I notice first about those milk jugs. And then there's also like this little tap. It's like a beer tap, but there's three, and it's almost like those have been shut off. Though, you know, nothing's coming out. It's like something got filled up, but now it's like, like I feel like that's how they feel. Like, yeah, they love this person, but it's not working out. And I feel like they're trying to figure out how to get out of it. Like, what steps to take. We do have very clearly Pacific Ocean right there, too. So that could mean something to you guys, you know. Maybe they come from, like, a Pacific island or anything close to that, like the California coast, or specifically the other side, too. And it's like 1, 2, 3, right? Like 1, 2, 3, like steps. But I don't know how that's supposed to like help you. It's more like we're just reading about like what they're going through, which sometimes it does that. And I'm like, I don't know. I do see that they could have longer hair, because they both have longer hair in that picture, and dark hair, could be dark. And we do have like water here, right? So, but yeah, mainly I get like, you know, I think they're in a marriage, or they were. Let's get 3 cards. Has been in your proximity at least once in the last 6 months. So yeah, I was getting that feeling like you know this person. You might like be aware that they're like going through all of this. Has a personal pride for their collectibles, so they collect something. Your paths will cross when a holiday is in season, which is like literally, it's like every month, like every 2 months or something. So it's not that outrageous or like that far away, you know. There's a holiday all the time, so don't worry. But they've been in your proximity at least 6, or at least once in the last 6 months. Interesting. Let's get... I ended up pulling this for group 1. I had like the urge to do that, so let's get you guys a card. Separation. Okay, you know what? It's like, I think that was like one of the steps, right? And it's like on this step here, it's like that was the first step of like this divorce, this leaving this other person, so like it clears room for like you. And you might not know this person. That's okay if you don't. and you don't actually know who I'm talking about, you know, but so just know that that is why it's been taking a while for them to come towards you, you know. And so yeah, I feel like maybe they're separated from their spouse, and like they're on the next step. That is what I am definitely getting from this. And they're searching for unconditional love, right? Like an attraction, affection, and like they will find that in you and you'll find that in them. And that's like why they're like, yeah, you know, there's something better out there for me. Like, this isn't it. I don't know. It was right before, but it ain't right now. Not anymore. This isn't right for me, you know? And because they like know you're out there. Let's get some charms so we can see if we can get a little bit more clarification going on. Oh, look at that little baby heart. Fell right there. Little tiny heart. All right, let's get you in there. Okay. Okay. All right. What do we have? Okay, so we have 4, 8. Oh, okay. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. That is what your person is searching for, your future spouse, and they are going to find that with you. That is what they are missing. That's what they're looking for. They are looking for, see, this is the $50, right? That is my, and it's heads up. Okay. So they're aware that their other half is like out there and they're searching, right? They're searching, heads up. They're looking around. They're looking for you. They've moved on from the situation, like in their heart, at least in their heart and in their gut and in their, you know, high priestess mode. They know that you are out there. Their better person, their other half is actually out there. And this person that they were with wasn't their other half. They made a mistake, you know. Not that, you know, things are meant to happen for a reason. Okay, so this is very official. That is it's a very official, governmental type charm. It's like really, I only have a few. So, or it's very secret. Whatever is going on or that they were doing is very secretive, but I'm not getting that, okay? I think that maybe they work for the government, and it doesn't have to be some crazy, you know, they're FBI, or they could be. I'm not saying they're not, but I mean, they could work in like administration things, you know, more like, you know, financial and accounting, something like that, or for the mail service. Anything that has to do with the government, which there is a lot of stuff, you know, they could work as a geologist, you know, many jobs in the government, but that is a good clue that like it's some sort of like federal or something like that job, right? It's a good paying job. They're doing good. They're doing real good. Oh, we also have an R. I always try to do letters first, but it was so tiny, I didn't see it. So we have an R. Okay. This right here, see, it's water. Okay. It's like a little frozen little droplet. So they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They could have been really sad over this and just been doing a lot of crying. That also stands for that as well. But I really think that it's more really emotional, you know, it's just really emotional, you know, it's really deep what they're doing, what they're going through, and maybe they're trying to, you know, just move on. Like, okay, we have the little house here, you know, and it's like my little cozy house. Let's see if it'll stand. Okay. And it's like, that's what they want, you know, and they thought they were going to get that, and it just didn't work, you know, it just didn't work. And that's like what they're kind of focusing on. They're trying to, you know, they're stable. They just want that stable, cute, little, nice life where you're happy and cozy. They have a good job, you know. And that's really like what they're focused on. And like they just aren't getting that in return. Like there's something unstable about where they were. Is that an alligator? I think it's just like a lizard. How come I, like, literally don't recognize this charm? But that's interesting. Okay, because, like, it looks like an alligator to me. I don't really know. But either way, that alligator doesn't look like it's going to be, you know, pouncing on anything. It's not in attack mode or anything. It's pretty chill. It's really chill. It seems like it's just soaking up the sun. It looks like it would just be on a rock. I think that's like your person's whole mood, man. Like, I think your person is just really searching for who can they just like chill on this warm rock with and just like enjoy life. We don't need to be crazy. You know, I just want my nice life and my nice person, and I'll treat them nice, and everything's just chill. That's really what I'm getting from that little charm, is just they want to be chill. They want to find their other half, you know. They've done the work, you know, they're serious. They're serious because this is a very serious, if they don't work for the government, right, then this is a very serious charm. They really, but it's emotional. They're not just like a drill sergeant about it. Like, gotta get a wife, or like, you know, oh, I gotta find that manly man, you know, whatever it is. It's, they just really want that thing that really fulfills them and makes them feel loved. It's what they always imagined. You know, we have this little heart. It's like they just want that. That's all they need. They just need one. They just need one. Just you. And they'll be complete. They'll be happy. That's so cute. Let's get a couple words. Okay. Oh, this fell out. Okay. Futile. Okay. When? Futile. When? Must. I just gotta get them all out, but because it's hard to get them all separately. Must. Kind. Park. Rant. Futile rant. Chair. Farm. Feral. Hurt. What? What are these words trying to say? Few. Interesting. Maybe like when you meet them or something, you're gonna find out that like they like something about like a farm and like feral, you know, cats or something. Like maybe they befriend like a cat and like they like rescue it or something. Or I don't know why, but I'm getting like feral cat from that. But you might know what these words are mainly for you guys, not necessarily for me to pick apart. But yeah, futile. When? Must. Kind. Park. But like these are all kind of like words where it's like a park, a farm. It's all very, again, like peaceful and very hurt few, you know, like they hurt like very few people. That's like what I get from that. At first I was like, oh Lord, what's this last word gonna be? And it was few. So I was like, oh, good. Few, you know, few. So yeah, maybe that's like, you know, they feel like the marriage is like futile, like that they were in all the work they were doing, you know, rant about it. That's interesting. Chair, again, cozy, like a chair on a farm. Like they just want to chill. Interesting. Okay, we have the pendulum. We'll ask the pendulum a few questions, and then we'll be out of here. Okay, so let's move these out of the way a bit. That doesn't help, but alrighty. All right, we're going to see if we can get a little clue for group 2's little question. Just a little clue, just a little clue, please, so that they can recognize them, or it'll help, you know, clarify something. What do they need to know about their future spouse? Okay, seems pretty strong on that. It wasn't indecisive either. They have blonde hair. So that was very, because, okay, we had one with blonde hair there, and let's see if they have blonde hair. It's kind of hard to see them, you know? She has, like, gingery hair, and he's got, like, dark blonde, so, okay, blonde hair. Okay, what color eyes should they look for? Color eyes for group 2. Oh, oh. Blue. Blue eyes, blonde hair. Okay, that's very like Northern Europe, right? Like maybe Eastern Europe, kind of. All right, last but not least, when? When? For whatever question it is for you, you know, when will it kick up a notch? When will I meet them? When will they answer my message? When will they call me back? Okay. Again, did you see that? It was like steps, which was funny because we had steps earlier. A few years. Okay, but you know what? I always take into account, and that was like a pretty good jump. So maybe it's like a third of you, a third of you, and a third of you. So maybe a third of you, it could be next week. Another third of you, it could be this week. Okay, so the upcoming, like this week, within 7 days. And then some of you, it'll be a few years. But whenever it needs to happen is when it's going to happen. And you could be younger while watching this, you know. I don't know how old you are, so maybe that's suiting your situation, you know. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if not, always check out another reading or a different group from this reading here. And comment, like, subscribe. It helps me a whole bunch. It's free for you to do, but it helps me a lot. And hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 3. Let's see what you have. Oh, okay. You have mirror. So you might be able to recognize this person, right? Your future spouse, as having a very similar like life as you, and maybe even perhaps, you know, actually dressing in a similar style, liking the same music, doing the same hobby, the same job, but really like more than just, oh, we have some things in common, like actual, the more you find out about them, you're like, dude, what? You're like living my life. That's weird. But like, you know, with some variations obviously in there. Yes. Okay. Don't want to say too much. Let's get one of each of these. I also ended up using those little romance cards, so we're pulling one of those too. Ooh, yes. 10 of Cups. All right, so this isn't just going to be like, you know, yeah, I think you might be my future spouse. Like, no, this is definitely your future spouse. Like, you'll know them when you, like, very quickly from after meeting them. Like, it doesn't have to be instant, you know, obviously, and don't do that. Don't just assume somebody is totally trustworthy immediately and that you're going to marry them. Don't do that. But yeah, this is going to be like quick, where you're going to be like, oh, yes, because I understand you, you know, because of the mirroring. I think it's because of this card now, I'm feeling like more it's like a like mirror of each other's personality, and like spirituality and stuff where you'll just really get each other quickly. Okay, yeah, what? Like, so, and you know, oh man. So, okay, we have 2 10s, okay? One is, some people look at it as like a burden, but it's not, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this person went out to go gather all of these. He's going back to his place, back to his village, you know? He went out and he found all the things that he needs to find. And now he's returning, you know? He's got all the stuff in order to have that happy life, this happy home here. And they could be blonde as well, or lighter hair at least. Music will be playing when they ask you out. Oh, okay. They have an imperfection in their speech, which could be like a lot of things, you know? A lot of people have a lot of, so I do. I have imperfections, so. But maybe it's something that like you'll notice, or it's like, you know, an accent. There's something, it might not be like an imperfection, but, or it could just be like, oh, they said this word like hilariously wrong, you know, something like that. Likes to use their middle name. Now that is an awesome clue because, you know, that can help narrow it down to a lot of people. Likes to use their middle name. Yeah, that's a good one. And they're going to ask you out. But I think the whole mirroring situation, like the minute you meet them and like start talking, you're going to be like, what? Me too. Oh, me too. One last little clue here. Focal point. Okay. And I like this card because it's like really narrowing in and seeing like the beauty and the underworkings, right? Like look how close they are to the ground in this, you know, and they're really narrowing in on like all the little things that make everything work. That makes that big picture. Instead of just focusing on that big picture, like their focal point has changed somehow, right? Like, or they were focusing on all the little details and not focusing, you know, it could be either way. It's one or the other, you know? And sometimes this card in a love reading will tell me that someone just wasn't actually like focusing in on someone that was right in front of them. You know, like if you take a picture with a camera, you could be right in front of somebody and that picture tells you nothing because it's all blurry and out of focus. So like this person could be literally right in front of you and you might not even have known it. So that's always an option with that card, at least for me. Okay, let's get a few charms here. But yeah, and we only have blonde hair there, light hair at least. They could also be like a builder. And I'm only saying that because, let's see if we're like in there, I don't know, yes. Because they have gathered all this wood, right? And wands to me is like not only just fire, but it could also be, you know, like earth in a way as well. I always want to throw that out there. Because we have like a house here, you know, and then they like have all the material. They're like, they could be like a builder of some sort or working with their hands at least. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see. So like, okay, this little marble is like my world because it really does, it has like all the colors of earth, right? It has like brown, it has some like gold in there, some white, some different blues. This is like earth to me, okay? Which is weird because I like mentioned that that could be like earth. So they could be like really strong earth and fire in their signs, okay? But yeah, so this is the world card. These are all upside down. Let's see what else we have. Oh, okay. some sort of document or some sort of message coming in, or they could be like an official or like a police officer or something like that. But or they're writing something, or they're writing a message to you. But I don't know if you know them or not, so I don't know how much sense that would make, you know? Let me see this card again. Yeah. All right. So yeah, they could be like just totally transforming at the moment. They could just be like totally working on, because it seems like they're working hard, right? Like from these two cards, they could also be a photographer as well. I always kind of forget that. But I don't see a lot of like photography stuff. So, but they could just be like out of focus for some reason. Or they're just too focused on their work, because I mean, they have been collecting. That takes a long time and a lot of effort. Like clearly it looks like he's, you know, burdened by this stuff. And so maybe you could have been too, you know? And like now you can see why, like, oh, well, that's why this person didn't come and help me. You know, where have they been? Life would be a lot easier without them, or with them in here, you know, helping me along. That would be great. But they also have been like doing their own work right here. Just like you know? And okay, so we have Little Paddington Bear, which is my like best friend or brotherly love type of feeling, okay? So it's like a family type love. And then the one wing, which makes me think of like their other half, right? In order to fly, you need to have two wings. One wing doesn't work. But if you have two and two come together, you can become a flying machine, right? And there's a lot of like, I like how this is like right next to this. It's kind of like smiley face and a peace sign. uh, but yeah, it's like their intuition is telling them to maybe like take a break. I think that's like what it's kind of saying. You know, because we have this world card, so it's like, you know, step out and like see the world, right? Like change your focus. I think your person is kind of coming out of this now. They're kind of coming out of this whole like working really hard. We also have this snowflake, okay? But this snowflake also has this little like, I call it like a neuron. It looks like a little like neutron to me. You know, like a space thing, a science thing. So they could be into science. And again, like with this micro type of picture, it could be like maybe they're into, maybe they could be researching like things that have to do with micro, you know, diversity, microbiology, all of that type of stuff. But yeah, it's like, it's weird how that like lined up. Like I like that. Like it almost seems like they know like that the circle will lead them to like, they have to like open up, right? And like it will lead them to these things, the happiness, the peace, you know, the luck, the love, the family, the unit, everything that they want, the thing that they're working really hard for. So I think that's what's going on. And if you are doing that as well, then this should resonate with you, definitely, because that means that like we're on the right track here. But yeah, also with this, they could come from a, I forgot to say that, like a colder region. So I'm not really getting like, so I wanted to see if there were like mountains or something in the background, but there weren't. I'm not really getting anything, so it could just be like really anywhere that is cold. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting anything specific with that. Let's get some words. Okay. We have home, story, loving. All right. This is like obviously what they're looking for. Web, mammoth. Okay. Enormous. Oh, okay. Different-ish. Different-ish. They're different-ish. Help. Start. I think we have 2 more. I and C. Well, we have water here for the C. I mean, that might help, but home, story, loving. That's like the story that they like want, you know, that loving home. Web, mammoth, enormous. Like maybe they've been casting their web, but nothing, you know? I don't know. The words are for you guys more so than for me. Okay. Help start. Maybe, you know, they want to collaborate on something. I don't know. Let's ask the pendulum a few little detail clues. Yeah. I like the world card though. That means that like things are changing, things are opening up, so it's not so stagnant anymore. Things are moving along, you know? So let's see how long it takes for things to move along. And like this can be a question for you to ask right now, you know, like when will it start, or when will they get better? When will they call me back? Okay. All right, so it did go. So keep that in mind. That could be for you guys, but we do have 1 month for the majority of you guys. Others, it could be 1 week. And others, it could be 6 months, but it only kind of flashed over there. So I think it did. So yeah, 1 month. Okay, you guys, like, hello, that's literally 30 days, 31 the most. I don't know. That seems really quick, to be honest. Are you prepared? Are you ready for this? I'm a little nervous for you. 1 month, you know. I mean, it's better than a few days. That would give me anxiety just for you, you know, secondhand anxiety. But yeah, 1 month. So you better get ready. And maybe you're waiting for this. Maybe you're aware. Maybe it's been 1 month too long already, you know, I don't know. But then you're going to have to wait 1 more. Okay, so let's ask another question. Okay. What color eyes should the viewer be looking out for? What color eyes should they expect when they meet their future spouse? And obviously this isn't going to be for every single person, you know, but this is a majority, so. Okay, make up your mind. What do we got? What do we got? Oh. Okay, so the majority is blue. It did kind of go to brown and green for a second there, but blue for most of you, okay? Blue is very easy to spot from a mile away, usually, and not a mile away, but you know what I mean. So, that's an easy one, right? We always like blue because it's easy. Okay. All right, one last one, one little clue. So far, we have really the only clue is blonde hair, then we have blue eyes. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know what I forgot to tell you? They just started a new job, okay? So that's it. But I forgot to tell you guys, when I was shuffling for these cards here, you know, because I shuffle in between each one. I shuffle more, obviously, but like, a car went by and their music was so loud that I could hear it. And they were totally blasting, and I mean blasting, Sheryl Crow's "If It Makes You Happy, Can't Be That Bad," that song. And I swear to God, it was so loud. So I forgot to mention that because I thought that might be particular to you guys. So if you're doing something, you're not quite sure why, but it makes you happy, then keep doing it, you know? For some reason, that was a little memo for you, okay? But Pendulum says they just started a new job, okay? So that could be a clue for you. So maybe they just started this whole job that, you know, and maybe that's what they're doing is trying to get to that, you know, that house, that cozy feeling, their second wing, you know, their other half, so that they can really fly, you know, like they know that finding you is going to help them, you know. They had that home, loving home story, remember? It's like what they're going for is really just that house with the picket fence, you know, that lovely life with that person, you know, because we did have 2 10s, okay? Your 2 tarot cards were 10s. 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, okay? To me, that is great. That is great. That is completion, and it is even completion, like 2 of the same coming together. So it is the other half of this wing, you know, the other side to this wing. The twin flame, the soulmate, whatever you want to call it, the love of your life, you know. And, you know, it'll change your whole world. You have the World card. And I like it because it's like moving. It's like a whole new world all the time. A movable, changeable world. Always changing. All right, so that is your read. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. If not, as always, check out other readings or other groups of this video. And comment, like, subscribe. Helps me a whole bunch. It's free for you to do, but helps me a lot. And I hope you guys take care and have a good night.